All right. Are you good?
Yes.
Affirmative. All right. All right. When I count down, we're live. All right. 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ayo, and welcome to the 7-5 Forecast, where each week we take some time to delve into the awesome minds of various 754 members to talk about their achievements, strengths, adventures, and shenanigans in our gaming community. I'm your host, Kappa,
And Marv Nation.
and we'd like to welcome our two. What's up?
No, nothing.
All right, and we'd like to welcome our guests, Cake and Bear.
Hello.
Say hi.
Yeah, say hi, guys. MrCake and DrBear.
What's up?
I'm MrCake.
And before we get into the topic, we'd like to ask you guys both one opener question. What is your favorite weapon in Destiny, and why is it Fatebringer?
Because it's Fatebringer. That's the only reason, right? I mean, you know that's the answer for me, right? It's Fatebringer. Why? Because it's Fatebringer.
All right.
It is the best weapon there is. And period.
It is what it is.
And
Yes.
the effort it took for you to get it.
And the effort it took. It was nothing really.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And what
No, yeah,
exactly
for me it's
happened?
Fatebringer.
How did you get that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
We'll get into that in a bit. In a bit. Just want to introduce. So Cake and Bear are both mods of our glorious clan, and we wanted to invite them here to kind of ask, what do we do? What do mods do?
Bear.
Yeah,
Gosh,
be
what
nice.
do we do? Yeah, exactly. We invite people. We teach people about Destiny. We keep order. We
Try
recruit.
to.
And we try to keep order. We recruit, other members that play Destiny that, may have lost their way. I mean, we're a welcome wagon, that sort of thing.
I will add to that we try. We try to do all those things.
Yeah.
We don't definitely succeed every single case, every single time. But now we try. I think that the 754 it's a very unique community because we as mods we really don't have that tough of a job. I see some communities where it's a battle after another, but really the group is so well behaved. All of us. I think we're very very responsible gamers. We like to have fun. We take things seriously, but that doesn't come in the way of treating others without respect. I think that the respect has always been there from day one, and we've had cases or situations where you've been there where we need to sit down and discuss something, and we've had differences, but it's not really something that has taken too much of anyone's time or anyone's. I don't lose sleep over.
Yeah.
What do we do?
No one really is here against their will, to being a mod.
Definitely.
Well, is that a fact, Kappa?
Yeah, I forgot.
I will say probably bots. Probably bots.
Most likely, but yeah, I should have mentioned earlier that many people know this, but I'm also one of the mods here. But yeah, and I feel that Cake and Bear are explained that pretty well, and adding to that will only add some confusion.
Yeah, well, I think that kind of leads straight to our next question, which is a brief history of the 754. I mean, we changed chats. We've done a bunch of events. We started small and we're so big. I mean, Tell
Yeah,
us.
we do have history. We do have history, definitely. Um, I think I think that you probably joined a day or two before I joined on the 100.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
it was right at the beginning. I don't think we had any mods at the time. It was brand new,
yeah,
and everybody didn't really know exactly what was going on. So
Hmm.
it was a perfect time to join.
This was January, I believe, 2015.
That's
yeah,
right.
January 2015. Mike, he created a post on the 100. No, I'm sorry, on Reddit, where he basically said, "Hey guys, I'm coming up with this new tool, and here's the premise: have 100 people, 100 like-minded like-minded people to play Destiny with." And I remember signing up for a reminder when the service was gonna go up sometime in January. That was
Hmm.
probably end of November, early December 2014. Destiny had already been out for a few months,
Yeah,
and I
this was at.
remember the day.
Sorry,
I
my bad.
remember the day when I got the invite
Yep.
to join the 100, and I was put into the Echo 754. Right from the start. I didn't jump into another group. And I believe at the very beginning there was only 2 or 3 games. You're right.
Hey,
MrCake was in there.
Flom, Flom
6
Flum.
was in there. You're
a.m.
right.
Yes.
Flom was in
Yep.
there. And I remember, yes, I remember that game because the only person in the team who knew how to navigate the oracles, the Gorgons, was Flom. And it took us probably 45 minutes to get through the Gorgons. And, that was back back in the Vault of Glass days,
That's right.
which today takes probably only 35 minutes to go through Gorgons. But yeah, back then it
Yeah,
was a real
faster.
time.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it seems like somebody named Hugo J. Stilgelitz, something like that. He was
Stiglitz.
actually, I think, one of our original members that really, I think he posted a lot of games, but then just disappeared. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what happened
remember
to the
he
that.
might
great
have.
Hugo Stiglitz?
That's a good, that is a very
That
good
guy's
question.
that name is a Mexican actor, and quote unquote action actor, which is that's why I found that name to be quite interesting.
Huh,
Yeah,
did
Yeah,
not
you,
know that.
you kind of
Stiglitz.
like a Mexican Charles Bronson, maybe. You could think of that as that.
Charles Bronson.
And I think we've talked about
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure
So
we
anyway, so
have.
that was the very first game. So you
That
were
was the
there,
very
Jake.
first.
You are
Oh
the
man.
Do you
original.
remember what chat was like back then? Oh my god. We used the built-in
It was.
100 chat.
It was. I mean, we didn't have a. I mean, the chat right now has some features, but back then it was just
Yeah.
it was worse than ICQ or something like that from the 90s.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
straight
But
chat. Yeah.
but it was okay. We still it was there was a lot of activity the first few weeks. A
Yeah.
lot of activity.
Yep.
I remember games every single day. I
Yeah.
remember that at one point we even had 8 pages of games scheduled.
I
Most
was
of them were probably Fatebringer ones, but
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I
Fatebringer
was I
ones.
was still in university back then, and I'd sit in class just watching the chat go. Um, Granted, there was only like maybe 45 like active members. It was easier to keep track of. But then all of a sudden we started getting more and more people, and we need to a more robust chat system.
Wait, is that
yeah,
why you failed class, Kappa?
What?
Hold on now.
No. What are you talking about? I aced that class.
The task? Yeah, nice.
it was
Oh
about
man.
big games and chatting communities. I don't remember. Bear, do you remember when we started using GroupMe? I'm trying to remember, but it's not coming to me. But I
Oh,
think it was probably somewhere May of last year.
that sounds about right.
May?
And I remember that
Yeah.
the channel was created. It was GroupMe was a very nice tool, and the only reason I have to say this, the only reason why GroupMe succeeded as a chat platform, and then eventually Slack also succeeded, was because of Bear.
Yeah.
He jumped in. he basically said, "Hey guys, there's this," and everyone went, "Okay, if Bear is in it, then I guess
It bears it
And
in.
I think I remember Cake saying that. He's like, "Hey, if you do it, everyone will do it." All right, here we go. I got your group me. The first day was February 27, 2015. So it wasn't more than like
it
a
was
couple,
in May.
a month and a half. It
Wow,
was February.
Wow. Okay.
That was fast.
And
that
then
was
some.
fast. And then we switched to Slack on December, sometime in December.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see if I have that too.
It was
Oh
a
no,
while.
yeah, I can't believe it was the end of. I can't believe it was the end of February. That seems way too soon.
Yeah.
It'd be, you know,
I think
a month and a half into it. We already had started a huge chat. I mean, that's
it might have
huge
it might
growth.
have started to pick up a bit later. I remember we were still using the 100 chat for a little bit before we started really having conversations on the GroupMe.
Yeah, I think it was only a few people having real conversations on GroupMe, and everyone else was in the 100. Not everyone wanted to jump in right away, but eventually we started having, Marco and others
Yeah.
join
And
group,
Right.
and yeah, it was an interesting switch, one
yeah.
that was definitely shadowed by the great migration into Slack.
Oh yes. The
Okay.
Slack
Yeah,
migration.
it
That was
it must have been
something
like
that
like 2 months.
like, what is Cake doing now?
Well, that
That's
kind
okay.
of takes us into the next question,
Yeah.
doesn't it, Kappa?
So yeah. So Cake brought us to the Slack, and he's always like doing all these things, but each mod does something different. So I asked you guys individually, what is your role in Mod Squad? What makes you different from everyone from your fellow mods?
There.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would be
You
the
bring the salad.
like the the daddy bear here.
The dad.
The welcoming the welcoming wagon. I'm always trying to make sure I'm ahead of the chat on the 100 page now that we've moved on. Trying to
Oh,
invite people to the Slack and create games, things like that. I know I do a lot of recruiting, I guess you could say, on Team Up Tuesday
oh
on
yeah.
Reddit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe a little too much. But it's good. A lot of people that we have now came from the Team Up Tuesday, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
wouldn't have been here had
And
we
they're
not reached out
regulars
to.
too.
Exactly. I would say I also am the bringer of hype.
The bringer.
I like to, I,
The
every
hype
little
bringer,
bit,
yes.
yeah, the hype bringer, the news reporter, I guess. I know Marvin and I are always secretly competing at who can bring the news the fastest, because it's exciting. You got something new, and you want to be the guy to just, hey guys, Destiny's, there's something good to go get.
Hey guys, link to Twitter
Let's go
right
have
here.
fun. Yeah, here it is,
Yeah,
right here.
pretty
He said it. I
excited.
swear. But yeah, I think that's kind of my, I don't have the technology skills that some of the other mods have, so that I do use my skills elsewhere.
And I'd say that Bear also is the voice of reason many times when it comes to
The
addressing
pragmatic.
issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pragmatic. I mean,
I'm Switzerland.
I don't think.
That's what I am.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. You're
yes. You're
Switzerland.
neutral. Yeah,
I
you
would
take
say that he's
sides.
the least passionate, maybe.
No,
For,
I think
for
he's
some
no.
topics, yeah.
I think he's the most passionate in keeping the group, grounded,
And happy.
in happy, in realizing that, come on, guys, this is just
This is dumb. or
it's the
or
game.
Got it.
yeah. All right, Cake.
Which I
What
don't
about
think
you?
Yeah,
that
that makes
any of the
sense.
mods. I don't think that any of the mods has explosive,
Oh yeah. No,
mechanics
definitely
or
not.
anything like that. But still, Bear definitely helps us in bringing lassoing us to
Hmm.
each other. together and brings the bear hugs.
Yeah.
Which,
All right.
if we don't take, he'll kill us.
He'll kill us
That's
with his bare hands.
Yes.
Bare hands.
Okay. Yeah.
What do I do? I think I don't know. I don't know. I think I bring a lot of the technical side to keeping the the channels working and trying. I always I try to come up with ways to improve the experience
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
the community.
Yeah.
I've we have a subreddit, and I wanted to make it look good. And we have I try to make the 100th entrance page, look good. I think it does look better than it did before. We have a website that I'm actively working on
Ooh.
rebuilding and
Sneak
making
peek.
it look better. So things like the podcast can have a nice page where people can go to and take a look at them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think you're our civil engineer, if anything. Like
yeah,
if yeah.
I like to I think it all stems from trying to make the experience a better one. Um, just a few days ago, I think I told you about Discord, which I think is an app that you've used, and I was messing up with it a little bit, tinkering with it, and I'm actually out there looking for new bots, new scripts, stuff that improve the experience.
Mhm.
For a long time, we had people sending an email to me so that I can send an invite into Slack. Now we have the auto inviter.
Yeah.
So I try to bring those things into the experience so people feel that this is a solid, robust community.
We're evolving, always evolving. Cake's
Always
always like, hey,
evolving.
what do you guys think about? What do you think about this? What do you think about? What do you think if we could do one of these or move to this? Or he always seems to be trying to make our group better. So
Yeah.
I
More
definitely appreciate that
robust,
part.
more streamlined, and everything.
Yeah,
And
So,
the whole thing about trying to take over the world and kick David
yeah,
and all that.
that's
It's lies,
that's the
really.
real. Yeah,
It is real. It is
Lies.
that's actually real.
I think
And-
that's a goal that we should all have, like
Yeah.
at some point in our lives,
And I
take over the world.
I think
Take over the world.
I think for me, just real quick, I think I like bringing the events to the clan. Like hard mode races, Tego and I worked a little bit on that. More him than me for like the weekly races. But then I saw that I'm like, we can make a big event out of this. And right now the PvP tournament is going on, and I was like, that was also something that I took the mantle of heading and really bringing to the thing. So I think like the event sort of dude. I think that's me. I think that's what I do. But
All right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
And
well,
the
in
young
that
blood. I
sense,
mean, you bring other things that I wouldn't say Cake and I are old, but we're older in the group. So you bring the young ideas, and I like that.
I try.
You got
And keep
excitement.
us updated. You keep us updated on the latest sayings of
The lingo,
the youth.
yeah.
The lingo, yeah.
yeah.
The cool
What are the
kids.
kids talking about these days, right? The cool kids.
Most of it is just me coming up with like weird words to say things. So
And
And
you're
we take it.
convincing us that's what people are saying. Right?
Exactly.
The news, man.
Everyone's doing it. All right. Well, we're gonna do it too.
Chimichangas, right?
everyone says peeps now. I don't.
All right, so moving on. And I think you almost hit that topic on yourselves, but what would you say comes easy as a mod, and what is difficult, what is hard as a mod? Uh, Bear?
I mean, I would say the mod easy stuff is helping new members. You know, I love Destiny. It's no,
Oh yeah.
everybody knows that.
Oh, really?
And I
didn't
like
know
seeing
that.
I like seeing the new people
we should
get
play
new
together
guns.
sometime.
That's right. Yeah. Bring it up hype. No,
I think-
I like to see them get new stuff or accomplish things they haven't been able to because they've been out on their own.
That's hard for me.
I'm sorry, Bear. I'm sorry, Bear, but you're absolutely 100% right. The moment I got Gallahorn, you were more excited about it than myself.
I took a screenshot. I saved it to this day. I
Yes, I
still
know.
have it.
Yeah.
I know. It's something that I realize that yes, everything he's saying is absolutely right.
Hmm.
It's true. All right.
How about you, Kick?
What
What comes easy
easy?
about
What
modding?
comes easy? Um, I think that going back to the same thing is trying to find what's next. What can we do to improve the experience? I like that, and I try to find new crannies or new gaps in the way people experience the 754, whether it be Slack or the 100. I know that the subreddit is kind of it's there, but it's not something that we use a lot, and there's some ideas going around of what we can do with the 100 with the subreddit. But that's what comes easy really for me. It's finding or looking out for new things that can improve how people communicate or share things with each
Yeah,
other.
I think
And
I
the
think
hard part.
yeah, the hard part. I was yeah.
So you want to add it on the east part,
I mean,
Paco?
if
No, it's
I
fine.
would say the hard part is the rare behind the scenes drama. I mean, nobody else needs to deal with it, but sometimes people reach out and say, "Hey, this person's kind of being this way, and what do you think?" So you got to deal with that. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's just stuff that you don't really think that you'll have to deal with.
And it's really rare. Like
You know,
honestly, like we, I feel grateful for the ease of which we actually um have to actually go into to do and actually do that stuff because everyone in the clan is really like courteous and when it comes right down to it, like I know we rib on each other a lot, but um
that's what
no,
friends do,
yeah, that's what
right?
yeah, honestly, yeah. But it's hard to have those conversations, and I totally agree with you there, Ray.
But I
Yeah.
think I
Okay.
think I think that it's also one thing that I've noticed, and this is probably part of the hardest parts. Not right now, but it'll be one of the hardest parts. Is that at the very beginning, I used to know everyone. I used to know every single
Oh
member of the
yeah.
100. I was able to play with every one of them, and kind of know, or they will know me, or I will know them, what they do, what they like. Now
Right.
it's that's not really happening. I know people coming in and I see them having conversations with other team members, with
Hmm.
other parts of the community, and they have these awesome conversations that I feel alien to.
You're like, wait, I
And
wasn't
yeah, I
involved
don't.
with that fun time in the 754. What happened? Where was I?
Yeah,
Darn it.
yeah, I was. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, it feels weird, but it feels like the community as a whole is growing. It keeps growing. We
Yeah.
have more people. We play more games. We have different conversations. We come up with ideas to keep the content fresh. And I think that right now is probably not a difficult thing to deal with, but it'll be at one point because it keeps growing. So
If we
there's
keep
gonna be a
going,
point where people's gonna say, "Who the heck are you? And why do you tell me that I need to do whatever?" Right?
that's me every day in
That's
chat.
probably
Like when I open it up, like who the fuck, who is talking?
You're like, think I've played with this person?
Who are you and
yeah.
why are you talking
No,
to me?
no. I think you bring an interesting subject there, Cake, because I'm just wondering, does every new member know who the mods are, and
Oh.
if there are certain rules they need to follow, and if they don't follow them, these mods are going to send them a little message, right?
A little
So
message.
just something to think about there, guys. Like, do they really know that this lag shit is not some random thing that just generated spontaneously, right?
Yeah, and actually that's happened in the past. Um, we had we've had cases where we've had to do some soft touch with some members in the past and teach and reach out and tell them, hey, you know what, you're alienating people or you're annoying someone or something's happening that is putting some stress in the community. And it keeps happening even today. We still have some rare cases, But I think the nice part and what I'm grateful for, for Bear, Kappa, Buds, Jen, and Fax is the ability to keep each other um, grounded. That none of us really, well, maybe except for me, no one else feels really like, like master of the universe. I do. That's my trait. So, but we have the ability to say, this is happening. Is this something that we need to pay attention to? Do we need to do something? And which we really try not to overstep our role as mods, and we really try not to make people feel uncomfortable that we're imposing anything on anyone. We
Yeah,
really
it's
try.
super hands
Sometimes
off.
it's easier than
I
others.
think we had done that at one point. We stepped in too early in a conversation that may have gone terribly south or to a good conversation, but I think we've stepped off that and let people really,
Yeah.
they know that they're being respectable to each
Hmm.
other, and I think that moment that we all had to step in, I think it really changed the way people talk, at least most people, the way they talk to each other or about certain topics. And we're adults, so I mean, it shouldn't be something that we have to question. I mean, it should come
Most
second nature for the
most
most
people,
part.
most
Yeah.
Most
most people are
people,
adults.
most people.
Yeah, not everyone,
But but I think that is always going to be an issue, right? Like stepping in, know when to step into something in the middle of something, and know what to say, because even though we're all adults, that doesn't mean you don't have feelings, or you can't be an idiot, or
right?
you just never know. I mean, just Kate, you just said. I mean, you used to know everyone, and that makes it interesting because you used to know how to talk to everyone, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
now
Yeah.
that people are new, you're like, man, how am I going to tell him
Yeah,
this,
you're like, can I
right?
joke with this person? Do I have to be serious? Are they serious? Are they being
Yeah.
sarcastic? I mean, what is their tone? We don't really know yet. So, yeah.
It's a fine line, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
it's a fine line.
so sarcasm. Jumping to the next question. Any favorite running jokes
Oh yeah.
that you like, guys, that you
Oh, of
remember?
course. No, not really.
Marv, honestly, I'm so thankful that you brought like you're like ever since group me, it was phrasing.
Phrasing. Yes.
Yes, the
Everything.
phrasing.
Everything is
Yeah.
phrasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I wasn't actually a part of this joke, but the eagle. The
Oh,
eagle
eagle.
is
Oh,
like our,
eagle.
he's our mascot almost.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that we all got to experience it secondhand. But
And
Yeah.
I mean,
if anyone,
it's just
yeah,
It is something that it makes sense within our community. If we
Yeah.
bring it to someone else outside of community, it makes absolutely no sense. So that actually
right.
makes it something that
that's a
people get bonded
754
by.
inside joke.
It's a
yeah, like
754.
honestly,
Yeah, exactly.
if
So
honestly, if anyone doesn't know what it is yet, we're gonna try like just message one of the mods, honestly, and we'll link it to you, and the 754 cast will
Please.
also try and make it available.
I also like some of the the silly running jokes. Like I actually enjoy the gazebo burning.
Because yeah.
I don't know.
The
There's
gazebo burn, yes.
I have this image of Keiko, like he actually mimics the motions of setting a gazebo on fire, even though he's sitting in front of the computer. I kind of picture him doing that. I like that running joke. It's a silly one, but I like that one. I also liked, obviously, because it refers to me, and I have this big, massive, megalomaniac ego that I'm trying, the long con. It started as something that at the very beginning it bothered me a little bit that people were really thinking that I was trying to con people and get money out of them. At the very beginning it did bother me, but eventually I saw it like it was like a joke, and I went with it. So it's kind of faded into history, which is, I guess, is good.
We're trying to bring it back secretly.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
second one that also I personally like was for the longest time, people don't really do this anymore, but for the longest time, the first few, I don't know, 6, 7 months, people will actually genuinely ask me, "Where are you from?" And
Oh
just
yeah.
guess. And people will tell me, "Oh, you're from Iraq, or you're from Romania, or you're from
Eastern
Eastern
Europe or
Europe," and I'm like, "What?
You know,
Why do people think that?"
next time you need to say that, yeah, you're in Poland or something like that. So
Yeah.
Oh, oh, Bear, we did not. We can't do this anymore. But your gamer tag used to be Daddy Bear 1012, right?
That is correct.
And like it kind of played into the fact that like I was just being a real joker about things, and I'm also young, but during raids and stuff, whenever we were in the same group together, I'd refer to you as Dad instead of Bear, like everyone else.
That's right. Yeah.
And
you're right.
and we every once in a while we'd get questions saying like, "Hey, is
Like,
Daddy Bear really your dad?" I'm like, and I'd say my response would be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I don't think
remember
that
being
I don't think
through
that
that.
people ask anymore. I don't think that people ask anymore, but I think that they, because you still sometimes Bear, you say hey, and Bear will say hi, son, or something like
Yeah.
that. So I think that
People
some
still
people
wonder. Yeah.
generally think, some people generally think that you are Bear's son, and they don't ask the question simply because, well, that's okay. I guess
Yeah, that's
it,
cool.
it can make sense, right? So it's cool. I don't really need to ask the question, is he his dad? Because that's all right. It's not
Yeah.
a problem with that.
Yeah.
So I
And-
think that there's people who are going to listen to the podcast and say, what?
you're like, he's not really his dad?
And I think I feel like I need to
He's
say
not really a
that.
doctor.
I feel like I really need. I need to say my relationship with my real father is good. Like I'm not trying to replace him with Bear. Just you know.
So, Dad, in case you're listening,
Yeah, Dad. In case you're
Oh,
listening,
you liar!
this guy
We're good.
this,
You
this
liar,
guy's just
Papa.
one strange man who took me under his wing. So it's his fault. Okay. How about who is your favorite clan member and why is it Jenica?
Yeah.
But-
honestly,
but it's
Jen
not.
is somebody that I don't get to play with enough. You can phrase that what you want, but I'm kind of happy that she got chosen by the people
By the peeps.
to be a mod. Um, to me, she is a different energy. She's got her giggles and her sighs, and she makes mugs for the 754.
Oh,
And,
yeah, that's
I'm
right.
sure we'll put a link at the bottom of this chat when this podcast, when it's over. You guys can purchase them there.
All right, we'll fix that in post.
That's right.
I love saying that. I love saying that.
And,
Yeah. Makes it sound like he had
And
this
she's-
big operation, right?
Yes, and she's also a very fast raid racer.
So
Bring that up.
I didn't mean to make that a whole discussion about Jen, but it kind of turned into it. How about the other two mods, new mods that we brought on? Okay, could you say anything? That
No. So we have that. Select another mod because we force ourselves to pick bots because he asked for it. So Ben kept asking for it. So we say, all right, we're gonna bring you in because we're mods, but let's have someone else. And eventually we had both Jen and Fax, and I think that the one thing that I will say about Fax is that he kind of mixes from all of us. He sometimes takes the technical role, but he also takes on the let's do new stuff like you do, or Bear's position on something. So he's out there for everyone, for any discussion, for any issues, and he also tries to keep us, something that Jenica also does, like, guys, we're discussing about something that we shouldn't be discussing.
this
Let's
is
not
a
go
game.
too much into that. This is a game, so let's
Yeah.
not get
And
too invested.
you said Butts asked for. He didn't really. We just joke about that. But he really stepped up. Like from the moment he joined, he really stepped up and really helped out the community. when we joined Slack, he was like one of the go-to people to ask about, like, oh, how do I do this, or how do I do that, and he was always like on top of the conversation, like really inviting new people to the clan and just making everyone feel welcome. And he really pulled his weight, and we didn't feel that should go unrewarded. When the clan got a little bit too big for just 3 people, like number one pick was Butts. That guy we're gonna make him mod.
Yeah, and also he paid, right? So
Yeah, he gave each of us $30.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he only gave you 30? Oh, yes. Yes. 30 bucks. Yes, I'm sorry.
Wait. What did you guys pay for?
What do you mean? What?
We don't talk about
The first rules,
Yeah, the first rule of the mod squad, right? You
That's
don't
right,
talk
the
about
mod
what
squad.
you pay for. All right.
that. Yes.
Well, that was a little about mixed. One of our almost last questions. So
Yeah.
I think we're all just at the last one, guys, and also we try to don't make these conversations that long because we don't want to be that annoying. But what do you guys envision for the future of the 754, the clan?
Oh,
Where do
we've
you
been
see
talking about that.
this going?
I mean, yeah. If this isn't
Take
Cake's
over
bread and
the
butter,
world.
I don't know what is.
Yeah.
That's right.
And in some of the conversations, we try to find, okay, what can we do for the 100? Because ultimately, the 100 has helped us a lot from a gaming viewpoint in improve the experience, especially for Destiny, but also for other games. So what can we do, to pay back some of that? And one of the things that is happening is that the 754 is a very big group. It's a group with over 190 people, I think, right now on Slack. And
Oh
we have
man.
something like 165 on 100. And
Wow.
we have a lot of those numbers, very active participants. We have a lot of active people. And the problem is that we keep getting more people and more people and more people. And I think we have a very good group, but our goal is not really to become this big, massive black hole that engulfs every other group in the 100. So right now we're running an experiment to try to see if we can sort of adopt another group and see if we can try to bring it up and create momentum. And eventually, maybe, why not, create one massive group that I think our group is very, very nice group, very big group that has come through in certain occasions like Digital when we had as a 754 present for him. I felt really good about the people participating in that, and I think that we have the ability to come up with ways where we can help the gaming community as a whole, not just the 754 or the members of the 754. So I think that's something that we can definitely think about, and maybe we can do something.
Bear, any closing remarks?
For the future, I mean, for me, I think about growing the 754 more than just Destiny, other games. We've had a lot of meetups recently. So I mean, continue making more friendships, like real life stuff. I mean, that would be cool to me. Also, with Rise of Iron coming,
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to, because people come back. People come back that we haven't seen for a while, and
This is true.
I like seeing those old gamer tags up on my screen and getting messages saying, "Hey, can I get an invite back in the 754? I've been gone for a while."
Yeah.
And I'd love to come back. And that's awesome. And it feels like a friend that has been gone, and they come back, and it's like no time has passed at all. So
Great.
I'm
yeah.
excited for that.
Totally agree with that.
Right. You want to add something there, Kappa, as a mod?
As a mod, I feel like everyone's. I mean, Cake and Bear really provide sentiment that I wanted to. I'm excited for Rise of Iron because that one brings back new people, but also brings back a lot. Brings in. Brings back old people. Brings back old people, and But first and foremost, it brings in new people. Our community grows each expansion. Each expansion it grows, and while we're not specifically a Destiny community. We do play other games and branch out, but Destiny is where our group was founded on. It's our core. So, seeing
Yeah.
seeing a new expansion, it's always exciting. It's got me really pumped up to see where our little clan, little community will go.
Right.
Yeah.
Who the new people are, who's gonna really mesh with everybody, and who we're gonna remember again next go,
I will
who's gonna
say-
stick around.
Yeah, I will say that I'm looking forward to meet the next that kid who, the next Marco, the next Tego, the next Marvin, the next Bear, the people who become regulars, and that ultimately the community is shaped by them. I want to meet those people. I want to know who they are and what they bring to the group. So, and I have to say that as one person who likes to bring new stuff to the experience as a community, the fact that you guys are doing the podcast, I think that's great. I encourage you a lot to keep doing it, and it's something that I look forward to keep hearing and to know more stuff from maybe the members that I don't know that much, that are new, and listen, in a year's time, who's going to be the people, the couple people, 2-3 people that you talk with, and that they have helped in the last year and the next year to shape this community in a better way.
Awesome. All right. Well,
All right.
that's it for this installment of the 7-5 Forecast. Thank you for joining us, Cake and Bear. Please.
We're back next time, right? Next week.
Next week.
We'll see you next time.
Who knows? Maybe we might.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And for anyone listening or watching or whatever, please look forward to the next installment in about a week. All right. Thanks, guys.
Right, guys.
All right,
Thanks for
thank you
joining
very
us.
much. Had a great time.
Bye bye.